start over like at this point. Now, say things.
Okay. So, there has been a gap in the recording, and during that gap, I did get the last uptake and the rest of the health upgrades, so hopefully we'll do a bit better.
Wow, look at that health bar! It's so much. And while we were...
wow, look at that cheese! It's off the scales!
It's so good! I'm sorry, we're not going to get into cheese puns yet. I'm sure we can go on for days on that one, alright? But we're not going to do that today, because we're better than that. We will lower our standards another
Paradox?
time.
Paradox, don't lie to the good people. We are not better than that.
We're so not. No, right now is not the time, alright? We will lower our standards another time to go for all kinds of cheese puns and jokes.
Like the Macho Man Randy Savage jokes?
Oh, those can happen anytime. Macho Man Randy Savage will not wait. You cannot put off Macho Man Randy Savage. For those of you who don't know, and perhaps there's no way for you to know at this point, but
I do not know why I did that.
It's okay. It's alright. You were distracted by how amazing I think Macho Man Randy Savage is.
You're also a huge fan of Johnny Cage for some reason.
I love Johnny Cage. He's so cool. Johnny Cage is the coolest dude. And really, maybe...
Or at least he's convinced he is.
I did the shield thing, and it didn't work for me the way it worked for you. But, maybe I have to hit him with the laser, too. Go away. Go away. Alright.
You realize he's just gonna come back.
I don't care. That one went away. But, Johnny Cage, I wouldn't call it an obsession, would you? But,
I don't know. It seemed pretty obsessive.
I could go on for an awful long time about it. But, the thing that I like the most about Johnny Cage, and I suppose this is shared by the wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage, is that they're so convinced that they're amazing. Like, there's no real... Oh, good. I did it. There's no real reason for them to be so into themselves. But, like, Johnny Cage, for example, you're fighting a gigantic reptile man. Like, this lizard thing can wrap his tongue around your throat and rip out your brains. But I do my own special effects. That's not a good argument for this. There's the God of Thunder. That's not Thor, that's Raiden. He's gonna take you apart with lightning powers. It's alright, I'll sweep his leg. Dude, Johnny Cage, what are you doing? You're going to die. Nah, my agent got me this job. He wouldn't do that to me. Johnny Cage, you need a new agent. Nah, I'm Johnny Cage, baby. He will not accept any answer that doesn't end with Johnny Cage. You know? I love...
You need a new agent, Johnny Cage. I hear ya.
I hear you. I got you. Maybe he's not good enough for me. No, I'm turning into Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm mixing my heroes. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, bless my soul. Macho Man Randy Savage, we had a conversation at one point, and maybe this is bringing it down a little bit, but we had a very philosophical conversation at one point. We were talking about divinities. We were talking about how, like, people throughout history have claimed to hear the voice of Jesus, and there's no reason to suggest, there's nothing to suggest that he always sounded the same. And so the idea that gets caught in my head is the sound of, like, oh, Zone of Arc! You gotta go free France! You gotta fight!
Dang it.
I'm just a simple peasant girl.
Don't give me that! Don't you give me any reasons why you can't do what I just told you to do! I'm with you!
Through me, you can do all things! I don't know, it just makes me happy to think about. I don't know.
I've got nothing. I can't top that.
That he, without sin, threw the first stone. Yeah. I don't know. It just makes me happy to think about. And I like to think about what would happen if he and Johnny Cage met. Because while Macho Man Randy Savage is super tough, he has lost fights before. And since Johnny Cage cannot fathom any result that is him losing, I'm just gonna go for it. Since Johnny Cage can't fathom any result that is him losing, technically he's never lost. So, like, at least to him, to his mind, he's never lost a fight, regardless of whether or not he's ever lost a fight. Which is part of what makes him bad for this tournament. But, anyway, Home resources, yeah? That's the part that's going to help us?
Yeah.
Alright, so far I'm with you. That wasn't a good use of that.
No, it wasn't.
I did the bad thing.
Yes, you did. I didn't know why you were doing that. Joel, have you learned your lesson?
I am Paradox, sir.
Right.
We have this thing. We're gonna have someone bleep that.
Or we could just actually use each other's names. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, but I like being called Paradox. It's very shallow, I understand that. I did it. I'm the one who did it. Oh dear.
I can't say much because this is.
It's that
This has been tried.
We've had a hard time with those platforms.
And okay, for the record, we did do this a bit before, but I forgot to hit record, and we had an easier time of it then.
For some reason, maybe it's being watched. Maybe it's the act. I remember I read about this in a news
Or
article.
maybe it's just the actual capture actually slows down the frame rate, so we were getting a better frame rate.
That could be.
Because we could see the lasers and the chameleon form.
Oh, that should have been a tip-off. I even said at one point, I was just like, wow, we didn't do anything different, but we can see ourselves now. I just accepted it. Usually I rely on you to point out the obvious, but I should have done it by myself that time.
You cannot always rely on me.
I'm gonna do it.
Like in Galaxy Trucker.
For those of you who don't know, Galaxy Trucker is a
Board game.
It is a board game. I don't know what I was going to say, but it was a board game. Galaxy Trucker is a board game.
It is an experience? I don't know. Well, that's
it's a trial!
No, that's Relic.
These are both board games. One of the things that the Professor Placid and I do all the time is all the time. Every week we get together with a few of our friends and we play board games. It's a lot of fun, but we don't have any way to record it, so don't ask. But
well, we don't have any way to record it yet.
Someday maybe, but I mean.
Well, I want to, but it's just I can't afford the camera yet.
It's on the list. But suffice it to say that Galaxy Trucker and Relic are both board games. You can make that jump whenever it's coming towards you. You have a thing to land on. Yes, you did it! Amazing, fantastic, wonderful, etc. But
and we're on the path.
Great. Galaxy Trucker is a game where the person in front can deal with an obstacle, but if he can meet the obstacle or does not beat that obstacle, then he takes the penalty, or in the case of him meeting it, does not take the penalty, and that obstacle moves on to the person behind him. Now, at one point, we needed lasers to deal with an obstacle, and just so happens that my super fine ship, which looked amazing and you can't deny it.
Well, no, that's like the one thing that's always with your ships. They always look good.
Look, they don't work, but they look pretty, alright? Whatever.
You've had more successful missions than I have.
But you always do better. Regardless, anyway. Just so happened that the obstacle before this obstacle took out all of my lasers. And I needed lasers to solve this problem. The problem was not fine, but it's okay, because Placid is in front of me, and he's got like 12 lasers, right? That's a big number. Well, he met the threat. That's not alright. That's fine. Whatever. No big. He needed 13 to beat it, but it's okay because he had 12. So he meets it, and it goes through to devastate me. It shatters my beautiful ship. It was outstanding. Make sure you fight back this time. I know you can't win, but you're going to do it. All right? You make sure it looks good. All right? Go down in the third round, Mega Man, but make it look good. But anyway.
There, I'm fighting back.
That's all I need. Look, just give me this. Oh, come on. Adherence to the law means nothing without adherence to the spirit of the law. Long story short, I went to the restroom, and during this break, Placid finds out that he had 13, and an awful, horrible, no good, very bad loss that I experienced didn't need to happen because we had miscounted. Alright, fine, no big, problem solved. Now start fighting back!
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it now. I can win now.
But first you have to use the spirit of, like, respect for Zero or something.
No, I don't. I just have to be awesome.
You just have to be awesome, but first you have to, before you be awesome, you have to use the spirit of the respect you have for Zero to power up and get your health back!
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The Divine Rage or something like that.
I don't know, maybe it's like, is it a revenge thing?
How dare you touch Zero? He's so cool. Blah, 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 blah.
Whatever it is, you did it. Okay.
Okay.
He just punched you in the face. You're a robot with a gun on your shoulder. Why aren't you like? Oh come on. You're useless. Not you. You're great because you have a gun for an arm. He has a gun on his shoulder, and all it does is paralyze you.
There was a remake of this that was done for the PSP that allowed you to play as Vile.
Oh yeah. I know
Yeah.
there was a Proto Man one.
And it's like it was really hard playing this game with Vile because it wasn't designed with Vile. You had like a weak forward attack, you could shoot up, and then you could jump in the air and drop bombs. And it just wasn't designed for that.
Jeez. So it was a problem with the design of the character?
Yeah.
So like they didn't like you can move, I think.
Yeah, I can.
Fantastic, wonderful. Look at you go. Oh no, Zero.
No,
your
it just
legs.
look at
he doesn't have legs.
No,
he doesn't have
he
legs.
does not have legs.
Oh my gosh!
That's straight up dismemberment. That's terrible. Oh my gosh.
His
is
self-destruct device was in his groinal unit.
This is a lot of gentlemen self-destruct.
No, we can still see the lasers.
Yeah.
That's
is
amazing.
everything working?
It's
Is
capturing.
Is it recording our audio?
Yes. Well, we can check.
We're gonna pause for a second.
It is still recording our audio.
Okay, we're good. Jeez, that's terrifying though. Now I'm really paranoid about it because it was frustrating. But anyway, oh, let me show you. You're flashing your color. That was cool, actually. The bouncy back and forth.
Bouncy.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, how awful it is that Zero doesn't have legs. Oh my gosh, that's so dark. Like, they could have had him just like curled up in a little ball. That's a tiny little detail that is super. It's a little bit upsetting. It's a tiny bit upsetting because like somebody at the design team decided to remove his legs. That was a conscious decision. I don't know. I'm stuck on it. I think you should use the boomerang here. Ah! Jeez. They have balls and like what is the official link? It's not a flail. It's a
I think it'd be
ball
close
and
enough.
chain.
No.
It's a ball and chain. They have balls and chains.
I think we're about to die.
It's okay. You can fight for health.
Oh, we have.
Do you want to just die and give it to me?
We're not gonna make it through that way.
Hey now! This is the spider fight, isn't it? Oh,
No, this is Boomer Kuwanger.
What? Oh, right. Oh, right! Oh my gosh! Dagnabbit, he has a move for, okay, we did this earlier. So I happen to know for a fact that Boomer Kuwanger has a move where he grabs you with his antlers and just tosses you into the ceiling. And that broke me. I straight up laughed for maybe all of 30 seconds. And like, I'm sorry, but like, all of the ways to use antlers, they're piercing. You should just stab with them, right? You should, I can't, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Do I need to get the reset button?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. It's like a stag in a yarn or a fabric store. Like, it just gets tangled up in his antlers, and like, you can see on the stag's face, like, this isn't all what these antlers are for. It's precisely like that was my response to him grabbing you, and then just throwing you with the force of his neck into the ceiling.